If you're hiring a professional nanny, you may have heard this phrase, I require salary. And as a parent, that sounds appealing. One fixed number, no surprises. But here's the important distinction. Under federal labor laws, nannies cannot be paid a true flat salary. In this video, I'm going to explain why salary doesn't work legally and how families can use guaranteed hours instead to offer financial stability while staying compliant with overtime laws. This is a professional standard for paying a nanny correctly. Let's start with the legal foundation. Nannies are classified as non-exempt hourly employees under the Fair Labor Standards Act, also known as the FLSA. That means they're entitled to overtime pay. A true salary, the same pay regardless of hours worked, is only allowed for exempt employees. Those roles are like executives or certain professionals. Nannies, unfortunately, do not meet that exemption. So, if the family pays a flat weekly amount and the nanny works overtime, those overtime hours must still be paid. For example, if a nanny is paid $900 for the week and has worked 45 hours, 5 of those hours must still be paid overtime rates. If they aren't, that creates unpaid wages, even if the total may feel fair at the time. This isn't about intent. It's about how the law defines pay. This is where guaranteed hours come in. Guaranteed hours are the industry standard in professional nanny employment. Instead of paying a salary, families agree to pay a set minimum numbers of hours each week, regardless of whether they end up using all of them or not. For example, you guarantee 40 hours per week. If you travel or you come home early, the nanny is still paid those 40 hours. If you need more than 40 hours, overtime then applies. This structure gives the nanny income stability, and it also keeps the family compliant with labor laws. In exchange for this guarantee, the nanny agrees to be ready, willing, and able to work for those hours. During unused time, families can assign reasonable child-related duties. For guaranteed hours to be legal, the pay must always be structured hourly, even if the weekly total feels fixed. Here's the correct approach. Step 1. Determine the base hourly rate. Step 2. Clearly define the overtime rate. For example, if you want to guarantee $900 for 45 hours, you don't divide 900 by 45. Instead, you calculate 40 hours at the regular rate and 5 hours as time and a half. Your contract must list both clearly. If you only need 35 hours, you still pay the guaranteed amount. If you need 47 hours, you pay the guaranteed plus 2 additional hours of overtime pay. That breakdown is what keeps the structure compliant. There's one common mistake families make with guaranteed hours, and it's important to understand. You cannot bank hours. That means you can underpay 1 week and promise to make it up later. You can roll unused hours into the next week, and you can extend a day to avoid overtime hours. Hours are calculated weekly, week by week under federal law. Guaranteed hours mean the minimum is paid every week, regardless of how the schedule shifts. Why contract language matters. All of this only works if the contract is written correctly. Your contract must state the guaranteed numbers of hours, list the hourly rate, and the overtime rate clearly. An overtime rate clearly explains how additional hours are paid. If the language is vague or missing, families can intentionally create compliance issues, even if when they're trying to do the right thing. If you want help setting this up correctly, I have created the perfect match hiring toolkit. It includes a guaranteed hours calculator, legal compliance, contract language, and clear examples families can follow. You'll find it in the description below. You can and should offer your nanny financial stability. So drop the word salary and use a proper structured guaranteed hour system instead. It's a professional standard and it protects both the family and the nanny. When pay is structured correctly, everyone knows what to expect. And that clarity is what builds strong long-term working relationships. Bye guys.